places that have given protections to the natural world, protecting the water so that it could never be sold.
Yep.
So that this situation in Johnston, for example, could never happen. Or if the state actually did go into bankruptcy, the water could never be sold. And I just think it's the duty of government, and in fact our state constitution says it is the duty of government to protect our air, our water, our soil, our climate.
One of the things that you raised was permanent land protection and protection of the reservoir. Right now the reservoir is protected by the Water Supply Board. I will say that one interesting piece, which is obviously just a body. One thing we have been looking into that we're very interested in is the idea of long-term protections through land conservation easements. That those exist all over the country. Many local land trusts engage in that process, along with larger ones like the Nature Conservancy. Audubon Society does it to some extent, and they do it nationally. So that is an option we're actually exploring. It's challenging because, as you probably know, Providence Water is comprised of a lot of different pieces of land that were acquired at different times with different restrictions. A bunch of federal agencies regulate it, so we have a lot to work through there, but that is absolutely an option, and I think we take to heart that concern. We know that it's a really precious asset. Going back to the water rate increases point that was just made, one of the things I'll highlight is that's exactly what we don't want to happen, which is why we would be putting very clear controls around rate increases, quality, and also labor contracts and labor rights. A lot of those transactions, I assume, did not set clear ceilings for rate increases, and so just let a company take it and then jack up the rates. Again, as Leah said, we're not looking to make quick money. I don't think anyone is, and our tenants are very much rooted in protecting the asset. So that's why when you actually look at the legislation we've put in, we have tried to create some stability. We're open to having additional conversations about what stability, further stability would look like, but that is actually an issue in other places, which is something we've tried to address.